The S25 Ultra has been out for an entire month. Tomorrow. Basically, I mean a month, yeah. So that's pretty crazy that it's already been out for a month, and it's been a really exciting month because there's been a lot of bad news about the phone, which the phone itself I think happens to be actually really good, but there's been a lot of negative criticism because of course there's no Bluetooth functionality on the S Pen, and then there's also some problems in Samsung land because we know that they're starting to charge restocking fees, and on top of that, One UI 7 has been delayed for S24 Ultra. So there's been a lot of negative stuff, but I want to talk about some positive stuff because even after using this phone for a month, I still really like it. My SIM card's still in it, and I got to tell you, every time I pick up my iPhone, it makes me thankful that I have this phone because I've really, really been enjoying using it. And I've got another video coming up very soon. A lot of people have been asking about OnePlus 13 versus S25 Plus. So that video is going to be coming out in the next couple of days, something that I've been working on. And I think that it's actually a really bad video. A lot of people think that the S25 Plus, because of the price point, should be paired up against the OnePlus 13, but in reality, the OnePlus 13 should be paired directly against the S25 Ultra. Why is that? Because it's a more complete phone. I mean, if you were going to look at the best that OnePlus has to offer, and you're going to look at the best that Samsung has to offer, we're talking about the Ultra and the OnePlus 13. I think that the OnePlus 13 kicks the S25 Plus's butt in the camera department, and then on top of that, you've got 16 gigs of RAM over here. Of course, I mean, you can get 12 for the baseline, but you get a 16 gig of RAM model, and you get the IP68, IP69, and then you get the brighter screen, and then you get the better overall camera system. So there's just quite a few things that I think that the OnePlus 13 stacks up better against the Ultra. Yes, it doesn't have DeX. Yes, it doesn't have 7 years of support. Yes, it doesn't have the S Pen, but I think that the S25 Plus is an inferior phone to the OnePlus 13. Now, does that mean you shouldn't go out and buy the S25 Plus? Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying, because they have really good deals on it, right? I mean, you can get up to $700 trade-in credit towards a Plus. You're not getting that towards the OnePlus. And of course, if you like DeX, that's there. Of course, if you like having One UI, I think One UI 7 is better than Oxygen OS. 7 years of support is, of course, definitely better. Monthly security patches is better. So, I mean, there's stuff that's better, but I think the cameras on the OnePlus 13 are better. So anyway, back to a month. This has been a really interesting month, and not only because of Samsung's dilemmas, but also because the OnePlus 13 makes such a compelling argument for itself. OnePlus 13, I have a topic idea for that called All the Right Stuff, because it's like they didn't do anything wrong. Everything with the OnePlus 13, they check all the boxes. Cameras improved, software improved, screen improved, overall design improved. I mean, it's just so many different improvements across the board. Plus, you've got the high-speed wireless charging, high-speed wired charging. They did extend the updates to 6 years of security patches, so that's a little bit better. Of course, it comes with a charger in the box. It comes with a screen protector, and a lot of people really like Oxygen OS, and a lot of people really like the alert slider and things like that. So OnePlus did a fantastic job with the OnePlus 13, and I think that overshadows a little bit what we have with the S25 Ultra, because I think the S25 Ultra, for all the things people are upset with it, I think there's an equal amount of number of people that are really happy about it. So I've been really happy about it, and I bought my own. This is the review unit. I think I got to send it back soon. They told me I was supposed to have it for 30 days, so I'm expecting an email from them anytime soon, but I'm still going to keep talking about it. I've been really impressed with Gorilla Glass Armor 2. I made a video about it the other day. I've been carrying this thing around with no screen protector for over a month. Hardly any scratches at all on it. Very impressed there. And then on top of that, the S Pen is also really nice. And then I think the video capabilities are really good too. The AI stuff, AI is definitely better than what you get OnePlus. The 7 years of support is definitely better. I know we're trying that right now. Like, it's a very trying time for this whole 7 years of support, because people are very frustrated that One UI 7 is not out for the S24, S23 yet. And then there's also word on the street is that there's certain features won't be going to the S24 Ultra because it doesn't. It can't do that personal data drive thing that Samsung uses for things like the Now briefing and things like that. So there's a lot of stuff up in the air when it comes to the S24 Ultra. And then I think there was a lackluster response in the tech community A lot of this stuff does boil down to the tech community. And it's one of those things where normal people don't necessarily get upset about it. And normal people that are upgrading to this phone from a phone that's 2, 3, 4, 5 years old are absolutely loving it. And I got to say, in the comments section for my videos, this is probably the most positively received phone that I've ever reviewed. I have so many people that even ones that moved up from the S24 series phone are the S23, and they're like, I got the S25 Ultra, I got a good deal on it, I got this, I got that, and oh my gosh, I've really been enjoying it. And I really like the changes to the form factor. And for being the big, bulky Ultra phone, it is slimmed down a little bit. It is a little bit more boxy, a little bit easier to hold, and a little bit more lightweight. I like the changes they made to it aesthetically. I like the screen. I like the flat screen through and throughout. And the cameras, I think, are good. I've had some pretty good experiences with the cameras. I think they still do the best in class zoom shooting whenever it comes to smartphone photography. And I even covered that when I did my review. I did a camera review, and I was showing off some of the zoom samples. I've even taken this out, watched my son's soccer. Football was last season. Soccer is technically football, but here we call it soccer in the US. I've done a lot of 20 times zoom video, a lot of 20 times zoom photos, and they've been blur free. They've been high quality and really good. I've been happy with the portrait shots that are on here. So overall, for a iterative update, for something that I've told people, if you've got an S24 Ultra, you probably shouldn't update, right? But of course, a lot of the tech nerds and enthusiasts and people like me who just have to have the latest and greatest, I think most people that have moved over to it have been very happy. I know some people principally have been upset about it and have canceled their pre-order or decided not to get one. But for the people that have bought one, it seems like overwhelmingly have been a really positive experience, and I can echo that. And I've really enjoyed One UI 7, and that's one of the frustrations I have because I've been waiting for One UI 7 to come to the S24. I was very disappointed because I traded my S24 Ultra in. I traded it in to get my S25 Ultra. I got my $900 trade-in credit. I paid $20, and I got a pair of the Galaxy Buds Pro. Of course, they've still got deals on that, by the way. They've still got basically the same deals as the pre-order deals because I guess they're having a really hard time selling these things. So their loss is your gain. And I've got an affiliate link. You can go straight to the Samsung website and check that out. But I think the panel looks better. I think the colors, the brightness, the saturation, very consistent, very even. I think that it looks beautiful. I like the speakers on it. I like the form factor. I like that the Gorilla Glass Armor 2 has been fantastic. And I'm glad that Samsung sent me out. Well, they took me out to California, but it gave me a review unit. I would have never tested the Gorilla Glass Armor like this. It's been like a day in the life for a month testing it out. I would have never done that with mine. Mine has a screen protector on it. I put a screen protector on it straight out of the box. This one I'm sending back to Samsung, so I'm like, I could test it without a case or without a screen protector or whatever I want. And it's been really refreshing to be able to do that. Of course, if you have Samsung Galaxy Care, you can live a risky lifestyle and not put a case or screen protector on it if you want, but I don't recommend it. I highly recommend a screen protector and a case, but I think this is probably the best phone I've ever used without having a screen protector. It's been shockingly good how few scratches. The bezels are smaller than ever, and I'm looking forward to next year. And I think it's safe to say that. Like, I'm looking forward to next year because I think next year is going to bring us finally a lot of changes that we've been asking for. We've been missing out on a lot of these changes for a long time because just like Apple, they want to keep doing the same old, same old. We'll give you a little bit of change here, a little bit of change there. And I think there's been some disappointment too because the S24 Ultra was so significantly improved. We got AI, we got Gorilla Glass Armor, we got the anti-reflective screen, we got the titanium built into it. And there's a lot of other changes there as well. So I think when we went from the substantial upgrade of the S24 Ultra and then you go to this, it actually does have some significant upgrades too, like the new ultra-wide camera. It's better for macro shots. And then on top of that, you have the new Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, which is just crazy good. It's a crazy good chip, very powerful, and it's something that I think is going to hold up really well for a long time. So, had it for a month. Glad that I went ahead and I bought mine. I'm looking forward to using it. I like it better than my S24 Ultra. I've been happier using it. Really like One UI 7. I really wish I could have tested it on my S24 Ultra before I had to send it in. But yeah, there's a lot of mixed opinions out there. Some people are like, oh, Samsung's just sandbagging it, trying to get more people to buy an S25 Ultra or an S25 series phone. I don't think that's the case. I think most of the people that have bought the phones already are going to buy them. And I don't think that One UI 7 is really that big of a selling point. It's a new operating system update. Operating system updates are never really selling points. They're just, oh, cool, we've got the new version, right? It's not something where I'm like, oh, I've never gone out to go buy a phone because of new software updates. So I don't think that that's the reason Samsung is doing it. I think they've had some problems trying to get it dialed in on the S24 and previous phones, and they've just done extra betas. And I actually I'm not upset about that, because I'm upset at the lack of communication, but I'm not upset that they're doing extra betas to make sure everything is good, because we don't want the experience to show up. It causes problems, it bricks phones, it causes issues for people. That's the last thing that we want. So I don't have any heartburn about it taking longer, but this is the same argument I've had with Apple, same argument I've had with Google. There's just no transparency there behind it. If they just came out and said, hey, we're trying to get this dialed in, we want you to have the best experience possible, bam. Okay, we'll wait till March or April, no big deal. But as far as the S25 Ultra, I've really enjoyed this phone. I've liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I'm just like a lot of you guys. Whenever I first saw a lot of the things, I'm like, yeah, it's really not that much improved. There's not a whole lot of changes. And then as you get in and you use it on a day-to-day basis, and you get to enjoy and appreciate the subtleties, appreciate the OS update stuff, appreciate the new hardware features and things like that, I've really enjoyed it, and I think it's a really good phone. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, complaints, all that stuff, of course, please go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.